All right, as promised, we talked earlier, and we talked about the band Atomic Kings was going to be in the studio. Well, guess what? They're here, and they're on the Muay Thai Metal Show. They got a brand new album that's going to drop on May the 3rd, 2023. I've had the privilege of talking with Greg Cason, Ken Ronk, Ryan McKay, and Jimmy Taft on drums. The guys are all here. If you can believe it, all of them are on the telephone right now at the Muay Thai Metal Show. Guys, how you doing?
What's up? Hey.
That's amazing. We got all 4 band members on one call. So,
Yes, you do.
Ken, talk to me about the process. It looks like this album has. It looks like the album has been in the makings for quite some time. Looks like it took a little bit, just under a year, to get to this point now where you're ready to send it out the door. How did that come together?
Well, we actually started writing a little over a year ago for the album. Some of the material was really ready to go, and then throughout that time we've been writing. We've been working on the recording process of it between Phoenix and Las Vegas for about 6 months, give or take. And it was a little bit of a process because some of it was in Vegas, and then we did some vocals here in Phoenix. So and then we remotely did some remote mixing with Jason and Tonehouse Records, and the whole process was actually a great process. It went fantastic, but it was just time consuming as a mix would come across, and we'd all listen to it and decide on any changes or whatnot, send it back, and we did that individually with each track. So here it is.
So you got an amazing lineup. Greg Chasen on bass. You got Ryan McKay on guitars and Jimmy Taft on drums. These musicians have a pretty solid track record. Tell me a little bit about the guys in the band. How did Jimmy come together with this thing?
Well, I'll let Greg or Ryan take that.
I was at the Goodwill. Jimmy was around back going in that dumpster where they have the clothes. And while he was doing that, he was kind of keeping a beat. And I said, "Hey, are you?" No.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. I like it.
Well, the funny part about getting Jimmy, and this is Greg talking, is that Jimmy and I played in bands previously, and we always enjoyed playing together. So I asked him one time, I said, "Are you interested in doing this band with me?" He said, "Yeah, maybe." So I went ahead and announced that he was in the band before he even knew that he was. True story. And Ryan, I had seen Ryan play in another band, and I was looking for a guitar player that does what Ryan does, plus Ryan can sing. And I didn't know his name, and I got a hold of a friend of mine, Steve Conley, who plays in Flotsam and Jetsam. And I said, "You know that guy that used to play with Scott Hammonds, the blonde-head guy, plays a Strat?" And he said, "You mean Ryan McKay?" And I said, "Yeah. Do you have his phone number?" And I called Ryan up and said, "Hey, I got this 70s sort of thing going on, lots of guitar stuff. Are you interested?" And thankfully he was. And we got Ken because we just couldn't find anyone. Oh, no. We got Ken. Yeah. you would like to think so. I mean, we got Ken because Ken and I were trying to do this cover project, and it didn't work out. We didn't like the other guys. And but Ken and I liked working together, and I said, at some point, let's do something. So when we were looking for a singer, Ken was like our only choice. I mean, I'd heard him sing. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He's super easy to get along with. And, multi-instrumentalist. He plays harmonica on the record. He can play guitar. So all of that kind of rolled into one makes Atomic Kings.
All right. All joking aside, guys, the band is generating a lot of buzz in the rock world right now. It came highly recommended from guys that work at the station. That's how it ended up at the Muay Thai Metal Show. Somebody needed to get on the phone and get an interview with these guys. So the band is really starting to kick up dust, so to speak. I see here it says the band is a blues-based rock outfit. Sounds like you're going to be doing some, it feels like 70s. It's got some 80s rings to it. Describe how the writing process is working right now with the fluidity in the band.
So, yeah, this is Ryan talking. So usually when we put a song together, it starts with either Greg coming in with a riff or me coming in with a riff, and the two of us sort of hash it out. And then we bring it to a rehearsal where me and Greg and Jimmy will kind of put it together and organize it, arrange it. And then all the while we're doing that, Ken's in the room and he's checking it out, and then he'll take it home and write his lyrics and put his vocal melodies together. So, yeah, I mean, the germ of the idea usually starts with either Greg or me, and then the two of us kind of do our thing. Like when Greg comes in with a riff, I'll kind of, since I'm more of a pop guy, like I'll kind of add more of my style to it, and then vice versa. When I come in with a riff that's kind of more pop oriented, Greg will take it and sort of make it a little bit darker, a little bit more progressive. So
I'll make it ugly.
Yeah, ugly it up a little bit.
Scramble them eggs, man.
Yeah, so it's a good combination. We have a good partnership and actually a good quartet of really talented people working here, so that, you know, the songs can be the best they can, and there's no egos, and that makes it really easy and fun to put the music together.
For the fans at home, we're sitting down with the Atomic Kings. They got a brand new album out, May the 3rd, 2023. They've got a brand new single featuring Greg Chasin, Ken Ronk, Ryan McKay, and Jimmy Taft. The single's called All I Want. I think we should crank that thing right now and give the fans a little taste of what they're going to get. What do you guys think?
I think you should.
We really appreciate it.
It's right now on the Muay Thai Metal Show on 97underground.com. The Atomic Kings. 7 Underground on the Muay Thai Metal Show. That was the Atomic Kings. All I Want, the brand new single, dropped on April the 12th, 2023. We've got the pleasure of sitting down with the entire band right now, including the producer, Jason Constantine. We're going to ask the guys, how did the songwriting process feel on All I Want, and how did Jason help make that all happen? Greg, you got some input on that?
Well, All I Want's an interesting song because I actually wrote a big chunk of that song in the 70s. So when we talk about our 70s roots, we're not kidding around. And I actually tried to, at one point, I submitted that as a possible song for Badlands, but for whatever reason, it wasn't used. And so when we started this up, it's the first song we wrote. It's kind of a little bit of everything that we do. And it was a real good mix of what we're trying to say. And as far as getting Jason involved in it, one of the things about Jason that interested us is he was interested enough in what we do to put some cash in the game as well. So he helped pay for some of the recording costs and all that sort of thing. So when someone's willing to, go out on a limb, and it just makes you realize that, okay, he believes in us that much. And the other thing was, from the mixing perspective, he was more than willing to get our input on the mix and that sort of thing and make changes, even if it was something that maybe he didn't agree with. He understood that the four of us know what we're doing as far as these 8 songs. We know exactly what we wanted it to sound like. So I think it was a learning process for him, and I know it was a learning process for us as well. But to have that belief is very, very important.
That's a great point. And it says here, Jason's worked with a lot of bands through the Las Vegas area, and he's worked with worldwide touring artists. He's the Tone House Records CEO, and that makes a big difference when you're working with the guy that's also the record producer, the record company in-house. Does that make a difference in the production on this thing?
Well, we don't have to worry about our A&R guy getting fired and the record being shelved.
That's true. That is definitely true. Another interesting thing that we liked, even outside of that, was
he's a good cook.
Is he?
Well, amazing cook. He's a good cook. Sure.
That's what I hear about the rock band. You always got to have a good cook around the rock and roll camp.
Absolutely.
It's a disgrace if you're a fat Italian and you can't cook. That's simple.
I think it was the first thing that the four of us heard. We looked at several different studios and several different situations, and I think it was the first time that we had all heard kind of the sound that we wanted coming out of Jason's studio, and so that made our decision easier when we heard that.
I see a little footnote here, guys. It says that Jeff Duncan of Wanderlust played a small role in this. What part did he play in this process?
Jeff is a co-owner along with me.
Okay.
Me and Jeff actually started Tone House, and Jeff was releasing his solo album Wanderlust. We had gone through 4 record labels. We've been in the music business a long time, and we went through 4 labels. And finally, we just said, you know what, the hell with this. We're just going to do it on our own.
Okay.
And then me and Greg had talked a couple times on Facebook, about a couple different things. And we just got to talking.
I told him, I said, look, I got this band, because Jeff and I are longtime friends. I said, are you interested? And he said, oddly enough, Jeff and I have actually talked about possibly talking to you guys about, having you guys on our label. So that kind of made
perpetuated it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we got into a conference call, and we basically hit Jason with all the questions that were, the relevant questions that we'd been talking to other producers and labels about, and we weren't getting really the right answers, and we weren't really hearing the sounds that we wanted to hear. And when Jason sent over some of his stuff, we kind of agreed that, even though this isn't the kind of stuff he normally does, we thought he could get the sounds that we were looking for, and we were right.
That's amazing. If you're wondering what's going on for the fans at home, we're sitting down with the Atomic Kings, and we've got an all-star lineup here, including the producer of the new album, Jason Constantine. You're listening to Greg Chasen, Ken Ronk, vocals, Ryan McKay, guitars, and Jimmy Taft on drums. Guys, what's the name of the new album?
Atomic Kings.
Self-titled.
Self-titled. It's just self-titled Atomic Kings. You heard back there All I Want. We got another song coming up called Live. Give me a little rundown on that, guys.
Live's pretty funny because that song, we decided we needed something up-tempo, and we literally, the original idea came out of my warped mind, but we decided that we wanted something up-tempo, and that song was probably written in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, other than Ken coming up with the vocal melody and all that, but I mean, from a musical perspective, the arrangement and the parts were probably put together in literally 15 minutes.
That was just one of those lightning in a bottle moments, you know. And sometimes it comes together super quick. The moon and the stars line up, and next thing you know, you got a really, really cool track.
And oddly enough, the song is called Live, and it's one of the favorites when we play live.
Yeah.
And the lyrics Ken wrote are about us playing live. So it's not unlike, when you listen to Zeppelin, The Ocean, that's basically a song about them playing at a live concert and how the crowd looks like an ocean. Well, Live is about how we go about our business live. And when we've played it, it's always gone over really well. And it's one of our favorites, I would.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a mover.
This is great, guys. Again, we're sitting down with an all-star lineup. These guys are really seasoned musicians. You got Greg Chasen on bass, Ken Ronk on vocals, Ryan McKay, Jimmy Taft on drums. They got a brand new album that's going to come out. It's self-titled The Atomic Kings. It drops May the 3rd, 2023. I say we give this song Live a listen. What do you guys think?
Do it.
Absolutely.
We're firing it up. It's right here on the Muay Thai Metal Show on 97 Underground. It's the Atomic Kings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're on 97underground.com and the Muay Thai Metal Show. We're sitting in with the all-star lineup, the Atomic Kings, Greg Chasen, Ken Ronk, Ryan McKay, and Jimmy Taff on drums. And the producer is bouncing around somewhere back there, Jason Constantine. Look, guys, you got – I heard him back there. Look, guys, you got a great track record right here. You got an album that's coming out on May the 3rd. It's going to be on Tone House Records, and you can order that through Tone House Records. There isn't an LP or a vinyl as of yet available for the fans at home, but make sure you download that, you get on their platform, and you get that album in your hands, and you start listening to it. Crank that thing up. Guys, is there anything you want to tell the listeners at home before we get out the door here?
Yeah, check out our Facebook page, Atomic Kings. We also have a Instagram page, Atomic Kings Band. And on Tone House, you can buy the CD. You can buy merchandise, hats, shirts, and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully we'll be out somewhere in somebody's neck of the woods and playing some live shows here this summer. That's right. You need to support the Atomic Kings, support live music. There's a lot of great new bands out here. Atomic Kings have been around. These guys are all part of the circuit. Do your research and check them out. Again, you're only hearing it here on the Muay Thai Metal Show on 97underground.com.
I was alone in my head when you
there was Take My Hand from the Atomic Kings. They were here. They were gracious enough to sit down and talk to you about their brand new album going to drop May the 3rd on Toll House Records. Go to tollhouserecords.com, Jason Constantine and Company, and buy that download. Buy that album. They'll ship it to you. Pick up the merch there as well. Can't thank you guys enough. We'll be right back to say goodbye with Ron Mano on the Muay Thai Metal Show.
Hey, this is Greg Chason.
Hey, this is Jimmy Taft.
And this is Ken Ronk.
This is Ryan McKay, and we are Atomic Kings, and you're listening to the Muay Thai Metal Show on 97 Underground. Crank it up.
Rock.